You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hello, beauties. So here we are at June 2016, and there's two things that I want to talk about that are the understories, the macro cycle storylines that are affecting all of us at this time. The first, as always, I'm going to tune into the Sabian symbol that's keyed in at the 14-degree Gemini new moon. So let's talk about that first. The symbol is two Dutch children talking to each other, exchanging their knowledge. Now, this is about connecting, it's about communicating, it's about creativity. But I would say beyond that, there's another story here, which is that these are two Dutch children. So we're talking about two individuals that speak a very distinct language, and they resonate with one another. They understand each other. So what this month, what the understory is, the macro cycle symbol for all of us on a collective level is speaking to this month of June, from this June 4th to the July 4th Gemini new moon cycle. This is about aligning to a new point, catalyzing ourselves at a new place of inner resonance. And then I think post-June, and possibly even within the month of June, we are going to be at a new vibratory alignment, and that will enable us to emit the frequency that is going to attract us to our tribe. Many people, many clients have been searching for their like-minded, like-hearted tribe forever now. It's been years for some people. And this is very good news, I think, for us. I think the fact that this is talking about speaking a very distinct language and communicating that language with each other is talking about energies are at play to align us to a point of inner truth so that we can, in fact, recognize those other members of our quote-unquote tribe. So this is good. The other thing that I'm literally just going to touch on, because there's so much to talk about, is the mutable grand cross. We also have a grand trine that's activated. At the point of both of those is Jupiter. And the North Node is not too far off. It's only a few degrees off. So Jupiter, which is at 14 degrees Virgo, is at the point of both the Grand Cross and Grand Trine. So it's interesting that, because this is talking about expansion into health, into healing, into wholeness. And there's more to say there too. But there's no accident why Jupiter is playing such a key role in these two magnificent and very intense, especially the Grand Mutable Cross. The mutable cross of Jupiter in Virgo and Neptune in Pisces, along with Saturn in Sag and the Sun, the Moon, and Venus, all in Gemini. This is major inner tension, major reworking that's going on. And this is after so many of us have been through so much already. So there is an increased honing of our tuning fork body-mind system that's activated right now, okay? So, and of course it's a mutable grand cross. So all of those signs that I just mentioned are mutable signs. They're changing signs. They're adaptable signs. So what does that say? This is about us becoming adaptable. This whole chapter is about us letting go, breaking free of the binds that are false and unsustainable, and aligning with, going with the flow with the changes, the openings, the advancement, the growth edges that are calling. If you want to know how this mutable grand cross is affecting you distinctly, I have an offer on for me to create a personalized video for you, tapping into your distinct soul print and what this month, because it's the entire month of June where we're activated, is birthing in you. So I invite you to click on the link below if you'd like to order that and connect with me. Okay, so let's move on. Hi everyone, welcome to your June 2016 Alchemy Scope. So let me explain what's here and what's going to happen today. So I have not been well physically, and this session today is going to be quick, down, and dirty. We're going to just do a card spread. But the reason why I wanted to show you the Himalayan sea salt and the pebbles here and the Buddha board in the background, but mostly the rocks and the salt, is that the intention for the scopes for June was to be half the board, half the divination table be this creation, be an artistic channeling, but instead of pencil to paper, to be with the rocks and the stones and the salt, and a spread. But today it's just going to be a spread. So this is going to come. This is definitely going to come in a future scope, probably July. I'm definitely going to do the channeled art drawing scopes as well. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside while we get prepared. And in the meantime, let's get the Buddha board going. And this is so fabulous. I found this recently at an art store. So today, this is going to be June 2016. And as you all probably know by now, this is a grand square month. So this is going to be powerful. A lot of internal work, internal processing, a lot of compression and alignment that's going on. Internal frictions in order to align you with the essence self that is calling to come, your truth in all ways, total integrity. So let's get started. Taurus, welcome. So let's take a look. We're tapping into the Taurus demographic and your evolutionary unfolding as part of the web of life, as part of the different storylines that are evolving, maturing, unfolding. So let's see what's a likely event, circumstance, or situation that is likely to unfold for Taurus-centric scope people over the course of this very powerful June mutable grand cross maturation point. So I've already, been already shuffling Taurus for you, but there's a bit more to do here. Taurus. What event, circumstance, or situation is likely to be unfolding, or at least the majority, Taurus-centric scope. Ooh, nice. Wow, Taurus. Interesting. Okay, so the leaving card just came up for another sign, different location. So we'll take a look. We'll see what's going on here. Okay. It's an interesting combination of cards. So let's take a look, of meanings. Let's put a little heart here for you as we tap in here on the Buddha board. Here on the Buddha board. Okay. So Taurus. So over the course of this intense June month, at the center is relaxation and ease. Now we're going to look at the rest of the spread to see really what this is referring to and what this is talking about, because this is kind of the central theme of the month. So it's either going to be that you are going to be in a space of ease, or you're going to be, that's the topic that's really at the tip for you. Like this is what you want to manifest for yourself. Relaxation, enjoyment, ease, not worrying, being in the least effort. Yeah? Because this is the deal. In the spiritual sector, I mean, this is one of my favorite cards. So on the right path is coming up in the spiritual sector. And this has to do with feeling like you're following the breadcrumbs, that you're really moving along as is optimal for you. But this month, you are going to feel, again, unsurprisingly, because of this mutable grand cross, there's a lot that is in flux, that's breaking down within us in order to align us. There is forced alignment that's obligated. And so what's happening is there's still 2 planets retrograde. So there is an internal processing. Literally, it is the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. This has been the storyline for, the last few years, but it's been exponentially exacerbated over the recent year. Certainly this month is going to be yet another point at which we need to really align. There's going to maybe for some of you feel a bit of some stuckness. You might feel a bit of stuckness. So with regards to your right path, you might feel that there is a slowing that's activated over the course of June, which again, because of the astrological configurations, it's not surprising. So there is a slowing. There's a pause that some of you might be feeling. And I will tell you, it has to do with a future project. So a project that somebody out there has been working on. Now, this could be creative projects. It could be business projects. But this was something that you were looking at for the future, okay? It's still happening, but it looks like this month you're going to feel stalled, perhaps in some way. That things are just a little bit slow, like you're walking in mud. So it's not to worry. That's just part of the natural cycle. Okay? Now, I think, the beauty card came up in the foundation sector of the spread for this month. So for me, what this is saying is you might be getting out in nature more. You might find that you're going to re-beautify your home. You might decorate. You might get some new pieces of clothing for the summer. You might really attend to your physical beauty. Take care of your skin and your hair. You might really pamper yourself in a really lovely way. But I think too, some of you are going to get out in nature. I think you're going to connect with trees, grass, flowers. You're going to connect in a new way, perhaps to birds. Maybe some totem animals are going to show up, but there's going to be some connection. So you will be able to, I think, Taurus, go with the flow. So you will be in a state of maybe least effort with regards to the pauses that might be taking place with regards to your path and with regards to this future project. Okay? So in the mental sector, it's interesting. I think there's going to be some resoluteness coming up, but maybe some defense for some of you as well. So this month mentally, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplating. You're going to be reflecting, and a lot of us are. And you're going to be reflecting on your strength. Now, for some of you, this could be your physical strength. Like literally, as my body's been talking to me, I have a feeling many bodies out there are talking. And there's a lot of energy moving through our bodies, and it really does drain us. And so learning how to manage these energy shifts, these transmutations of our cells and our energy that we're undergoing right now is no small task. This is a hero's journey that we're walking. So you might be literally contemplating your own physical strength, but also your confidence level, your strength as a person. And you might be feeling, listen, this is the deal with this card. It's the trickster card in a way, because it's talking about two different kind of sides of the coin. You're either going to be feeling somewhat defensive about certain things with regards to maybe how your strength has been challenged or something to that effect, you've been pushed back against, let's say. So you might be feeling defensive and resolute that you're going to hold your ground. Or this could be talking that you're feeling defending, like you're defending your spiritual journey. You're defending your desire to relax and have an easeful life. It's almost like for some of you out there, there might be a feeling of resolution, that you're resolute, you're determined to defend your strength, your ideals, your soul's journey, and what you feel is beautiful and what you feel is worthy, what you feel is valuable and worthy. So beautiful. I mean, this is the deal. You could experience some slowness, but for a lot of you out there, you're at a stage now where you're able to maybe relax into it a little bit. You might understand that this is just part of nature's cycles, and it's an intense one. We're moving through such a major maturation journey. So let's take a look at the Carolyn Mace archetype cards, and we'll see what quality is asking to be matured within you, through you, over the course of June. The June 4th new moon to our July, I don't know when the next new moon is. I think it might be July 4th, but I'm not positive when the Cancer new moon is. So let's take a look. Okay, Taurus. Hopefully you can see. It's getting a little bit dark here. Oh, scribe. Okay, so let me read that. Before I do, let's put a little heart here for you. A little heart here for Taurus. A few hearts. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to have to lift it here to read it, but scribe. So this is what's asking to be matured through you over the course of June, or June 4th new moon to our Cancer, July new moon. Shadow attributes, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So the shadow attribute is moving out of lack of integrity, and it's moving into preserving knowledge and information. So over the course of this cycle, you are to preserve information. Actually, let me reread it. Preserving knowledge and information. So it might be that journaling, writing, blogging, creating. By the way, this future project could very well, this is likely connected. So for a lot of you where writing or journaling or recording, researching, investigating, and recording is your work, this is what you want to look into. So it might be that things are slowed now for this future project, but indeed you are called to write. So that's interesting. Beautiful. I mean, it's perfectly aligned, it feels like. Great, Taurus. So let's take a look and see what else we have for you this month. Hi everyone. Your I Ching micro story, a general energetic theme that's playing out for your particular sign, is listed on the card that you're reading now, as is your optimal goddess embodiment, the Dakini embodiment. Who are you to become to ride this June wave optimally? In order to save time this month, I'm just recording this once. And if you'd like, for those interested, because not everybody is, you're free to visit my website and go to the online library where you can find the information for both your I Ching and your Dakini for the month of June 2016. Have a great month. Bye-bye.